Welcome to Astro Weekly between June 17th and June 23rd. We start Monday with the Venus and Mercury moving into the Crab, and that means that the planet of love, money, finances, self-worth, beauty, and style is moving into a very watery energy in the Crab, so we might be inclined to wear more like seashell, pearly colors. We might want to, be more romantic in our relationships with the Crab. It's all about comfort. It's all about nurturing. It's all about good food and beautiful things, collecting items. And Mercury's here too. They are moving together in the sign of Crab. So our mind is also more soft. Like we want to use more kind words. We want to speak almost like mothering, but in a nice way, I suppose. And yeah, that's the energy. On Wednesday, the sun is at 28 degrees of Gemini, and it means that it hits two very important fixed stars. First, it hits Polaris, and that is our pole star, the closest star to our North Pole. Therefore, Polaris is also seen as the true north. So it's a point for navigation, obviously, that always points to the north, and it guides us. So it's a guiding star, a navigational star that shows us our path and is about pioneering into a new energy. Interestingly, also it's called a point of stillness because it's like the most northern point in the sky. And Bernadette Brady, who explains fixed stars so well, says that, and I would agree, because 28 degrees is a Crab degree as well. So it's about emotional nurturing, an emotional mission, and that will play very highly because Venus and Mercury are already in the emotional sign of the Crab, and because from Thursday on we are embarking on the Crab season, because we are entering the summer season. But after Polaris, the sun also hits Betelgeuse, and that's also a very interesting fixed star. And that is about honor, greatness, success, brilliance, and it comes easy, all these things, It's about fame. So 28 degrees of Gemini is quite promising, so maybe you'll feel into these energies, that you'll feel about a path, a new path that is more fortunate perhaps on Wednesday. Then, as I said, on Thursday, we embark on the summer season in the Northern Hemisphere. So it means that the sun enters the sign of the Crab. And so for the coming 3 months, this is the energy we're working with. We're in the summer season. Summer solstice means that obviously the sun is at the top of its height. So we are in the lightest season of the year. And obviously it can get warmer and the sun is stronger, closer to Earth. The chart for the summer solstice is a 3-month birth chart, basically. So it's interesting to look at. And here we see a few energies that are already playing out this whole week. Definitely from Monday on, and definitely until the end of this week. And arguably, because it's the summer solstice birth chart, we're working with this for the coming 3 months, okay? And that is that the sun in 0 degrees of the Crab is right away squaring Neptune at 29 degrees of Pisces. So Sun square Neptune is dealing with like vitality issues, perhaps even sight issues, not, you know, so take care of your eyes, take care of your body. Maybe it's harder, like, for some reason to stay healthy, or, you know, maybe related issues to bacteria or viruses due to Neptune. And they're both in water signs, so maybe there are issues with water during the coming 3 months, that we, you know, already are experiencing this week. And it's also Venus, who's very close to the sun, that's also squaring Neptune. That means, you know, issues in relationships. Also financial promises or deals that are too good to be true, that are actually cunning you. That's like, you know, there's just, you have to be careful. You have to be careful with your health, you have to be careful with your sight, and you have to be careful with relationship issues, and also careful with financial issues, okay? For this week and the coming 3 months. And then the moon is important to look at, because that kind of dictates the vibe for the coming 3 months. And on summer solstice, the moon is in Sagittarius, 15 degrees. So it promised that we have a very jolly mood. We're up for travel the coming 3 months, and we're really seeking adventure and inspiration. So that's the vibe, except that it is squaring Saturn in Pisces. And that means that there might be issues that actually diminish some of that fun. And there might be an occasional yank of this, like, seriousness, like, you know, get yourself together, don't overdo, don't like be too hedonistic, or, you know, there's this energy that sometimes pulls you into a bit of a mood maybe, and you know, blocking some of that fun and travel and excitement. But maybe that seriousness that Saturn brings in is like, also make sure that the coming 3 months is something that you learn something significant, you know, that there is like also a faith element, like really work on feeling inspired and doing something with your inspiration. And probably some healing that's required to do in the coming 3 months as well. So yeah, on Saturday we have a full moon in Capricorn at 1 degrees, and this is quite interesting because we're embarking with this crabby season on 2 full moons in the sign of Capricorn, and that is rare. That only happens once a year, but always in a different sign, of course. So this year we have 2 full moons in the sign of Capricorn. Now Saturday is the first one at 1 degrees, and then 4 weeks later we have one at 29 degrees. And the 29 degrees one, 4 weeks later, is called once in a blue moon, so it's very rare, and that means that, you know, there's heightened energy we're working with. We're working with a lot of Capricorn themes and a lot of crab themes, and these are all about family, traditions, home, security, and also like authority systems, even potentially, you know, military or political, or even financial systems. And yeah, so it's interesting to look at, and I have a full moon video up already about this Capricorn full moon. So yeah, there's some change in the air, and pretty, you know, intensifying energies because of that full moon, you know, rumbling I should also mention that this full moon is working with a square to that Neptune I spoke about with this summer solstice theme. So be careful and, you know, watch the video on the full moon in Capricorn to know more. And 4 weeks later, that once in a blue moon is working with Pluto. So, you know, there's a lot of transformation, a lot of change in the air, and we're called to look at our behavior and our traditions, and yeah, so interesting energies, and you know, take care of yourself as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.